So last week when we finished up, some of you guys wanted to train, and some other things. You guys were going to take at least a week off for that. There was somebody that was wanting to do religion or spellcraft or some sort of stuff, and Jolliman wanted to go spend some time with the druid fellow to learn how to use a scimitar.
That is correct.
That's correct? Okay. And let's see.
If I could, I would like to see if I can get some new armor.
Okay. Give me a sec. The guy that you are going to train with is Alaric, the druid guy. It's going to take a week. So you're going to be spending your entire week doing that. So you'll be out of it. And who else was wanting to do training? Was it Gunthrid?
I think it was
me.
And you wanted to spend a proficiency for religion, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll have you. You're also going to be out a week. And Jason, Peric, did either one of you guys have proficiencies you wanted to pick up that nobody in the party had?
I don't have any proficiencies to spend.
Okay. And finally, Sir Finfall, you wanted to try to get some armor, and I believe you wanted, I'm pretty sure if I heard last week, you wanted plate armor, yeah?
Yeah. I was reading in the manuals that's one of the things is that the paladin should try to get plate as soon as he could. So
I tell you what, I will give you a 20% chance that they actually have it. And that's because, it's very size specific. It's also not very common. So if they don't have it, it's going to take a month plus for them to make it. So if you want to do a percentile roll in chat, go for it. And you can do it out in the open. So you want 20 or lower. That's a 0.
okay.
No.
That's the
40.
wrong way. 0.
Yeah. 0-4 would have been awesome.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. Okay. All right. That's no
So
problem.
it'll take about a month. And I'm not saying you guys can't just hand wave it and say you wait a month till you get it. But for now, so you're out of it, well, I say you're out of it. You're not. I mean, you're waiting for your stuff for a month, but you can do other things. You're not like them. They're all busy. So does anybody else want to do anything for the week?
Can I go ahead and buy a scimitar?
Yeah. Let me check that I have the margins. All right, one sec. Make sure it's okay. Yeah. I can't set it to 1. There we go. Okay. Yeah, now you can. Just use the item browser. It should work, I hope, if I didn't break anything. I don't think I made any big changes since we played last. Actually, I probably did. It's just stuff you guys won't notice.
It's asking me if I should add scimitar to proficiency scimitar.
That's what we should.
No.
If you have proficiency scimitar.
Should I say yes to that?
Is that the one that's trying to meld them together?
So
no, it says include in proficiency. It says add proficiency scimitar.
That's correct. It asks you about when you add a thing that matches a proficiency. It also checks that. So it does both.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's so you don't have to go in there and manually add it. You won't forget when that pops up. Although maybe I need to figure out a way to make have the proficiency icon pop up so it's a little more apparent that it's not, merging an item. Or maybe I just need to make the text, Anyways, that's the intent. It's so that, you can add it. And, if you get another longsword, you don't have to dig into the proficiency to set it. You can just, when you drop it on there, don't merge it with your other longsword, but merge it with or add it to the proficiency. So I did add some sanity checks to that stuff too, so it'll ignore ands and purrs and little things like that, because when somebody was having magic missile match with something that had the word and in it, because and appears in both, so it didn't make no sense at the time, but I went and looked at it, and yeah, because it checks both sides. It doesn't just do
like
the item.
Wand. It was like the A&D and wand.
Yep.
Match and something else.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. All right. So anybody else want to do something during the week? If you need to do restocks if you want to buy some arrows and buy some food, whatever, you certainly can do that.
Oh, I need to buy a longbow. I don't know what happened to my longbow. I lost it at some point.
I have 200 and 60 gold pieces that I need to like convert into a smaller, more compact form, or give to somebody stronger because they're kind of weighing me down. So if anybody needs some gold, you can have some.
That's only like 2 or 3 pounds.
Oh, it is?
It's like 50 coins per pound.
Well, what's weighing me down?
Are you wearing your horse?
All those pearls
15
are pretty
pounds of
heavy.
armor. Oh, you need to knock off 2 pearls as well. They used them last week.
Oh, okay, cool.
And look, why are those pearls so heavy? Why?
They're 0.3.
They're 0.3 each. Oh,
That's a giant pearl.
They're huge.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know.
Like a grapefruit.
It shouldn't be that big. So we'll change that.
I have a question when you get a chance.
16 pearls, they're 1.6 pounds. Does that sound better?
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay, you got bullets that are 4 pounds. Your sling bullets are 4 pounds.
4 pounds of sling bullets. Oh my god! I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw some of those in the river.
Okay. Yeah, I think the metal ones are actually smaller and less heavy, but I don't know off the top of my head. Don, what was your question?
So, the non-weapon proficiencies are under the skills bar on the character sheet.
If you're looking to add it, you can use the item browser. If you go to the item tab and then click on the item browser, and it'll bring up a window and you can select the type of items you want to look for. In this case, you want to look for a skill, and then they'll have the skills listed there, and you can just use the take mode and just take it because you're not.
Can I go ahead and add it to my
Yeah.
character sheet?
Yeah, you can. If that, I mean, you can also just browse through the folders of items that are listed in the item tab too, if you'd rather do that. But the item browser is a lot easier to filter and find things if you need to do that. Anybody else? So did you go ahead? Oh, sorry.
I just can't think of anything.
Okay. Did you guys want to wait a month?
Well, if we want to, I could put in the order with the drawers for the plate armor during the week, and I mean, if we want to go, if we have something we need to go do, we can do it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you guys want to wait for him in town and just kind of rest and recuperate from all your stuff, maybe study or I don't know, go visit somebody. Whatever things that you think is long term. Maybe you want to start learning how to use some weapon or something. You could say, "Oh, during this time, I'm going to start training with such and such and." That's what I'm going to be doing this month or whatever. Or we can just move on and come back to it a month later whenever you guys are back.
Well, at some point after Gunther learns religion, I will probably want to learn religion. But let me check and make sure that I have a proficiency slot available.
Hey, my sword.
Yeah, it's in your inventory. It's called Bifrost Edge. Yeah. So the way that particular item is going to work is you can see what it has right now. That item is going to be a little different than most. Normally it's atypical of D&D stuff. Normally you get it. It has what it has, and that's it. This particular thing is going to probably change as you get higher level or certain events happen. So right now, that's what it is. You can, if you look in your details tab, there is a weapon glow that I've toggled off. You can toggle it on if you want to use it. It's like a 10-foot aura of light that you can see with. Oh,
I see that. Okay.
What? It's called Bifrost. What?
Bifrost Edge.
Bifrost Edge.
Yeah, I thought.
What does potency mean?
That is what it can hit magic wise. So if something has a certain plus to it, like say you need a +2 to hit, whatever that value is, if it meets or exceeds that value, it will allow you to hit that. The other 2 numbers are hit and damage.
Okay.
So yeah, it's that there is some differences in that piece, particularly you may have noticed.
Did I have my magic rings when you were here last time, Jason?
I don't remember that.
So I have a ring of small animal communication now. so I can talk to birds and rabbits and things like that, toads, things like
I think
that.
you had,
Nice.
I think you had just got that, and then but I didn't. We didn't get into what it did because we
It
didn't
just
have time.
it essentially lets me talk to small animals. Could maybe use them to spy and things like that. And then last session we picked up a ring of protection +1, and I'm wearing that now.
Oh, cool.
Is a potion of healing considered a magic item?
Yes.
It is, okay.
Generally any potion is. There are some elixirs or maybe some herbal mixtures that aren't, but have similar effects. All right. So, if nobody else has anything, we'll advance time a week. During your training, the druid is just kind of talking to you about, because your focus is desert and his is forest. So he kind of has, just when you guys are taking a break and, talking about, oh shit, hold on.
That sounded bad.
It did.
Are you guys having storms in Texas or Nebraska?
Not today. Tomorrow we're
Texas.
supposed to have some. I had a cousin that got some damage from that storm in Little Rock yesterday.
Are they okay?
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Everything okay?
Yeah, it was false alarm.
Okay.
She was taking a shower or something, and when you're putting soap on or whatever, her hand was moving a lot, and it set it off. Hold on a second, let me shut this off. Whew, sorry. Okay, now then, I completely forgot where I was.
We were talking about the druids, and I think you were gonna say he was asking me about the desert, and I was planning to tell you I was gonna ask him about the forest while I was there.
Yeah, and so, I mean, if you have particular requests that you want to talk to him about, you can. Otherwise, we can just kind of halfway and say you guys spent, you spent, 7 days together, so you can, pretty much talk about whatever you guys want during that period. So is there something that you wanted to ask him about particularly?
Anything that he would think to be important, like about the local area, about about the wyverns, if he's got more information that might be important about the wyverns, or any other local fauna or plant life or animals or magical creatures that might be around that I should know about.
As far as the wyverns are concerned, his kind of focus is making sure that they don't interfere with the town, and the town doesn't really, wipe them completely out. It's kind of a balance of, civilization, and nature. That's kind of the way he's looking at it. If you want to ask, if you're asking about specific ways to hunt them or something, or what?
No, just
okay.
Do they congregate in particular places? We know they like to eat horses. They like to eat horse.
Not a big fan of yaks. They'll definitely eat goats and sheep. They're easier to deal with than horses. Generally,
is there any other big fauna like that around that we should know about?
No, that's probably the biggest sort of, threat to, at least humanoids in this area. There is a in the swamp on the north end of the forest. There are some things that are a little more threatening to folks. But there also is a lot of let me get my thing here up so I can tell you exactly what I put down for this.
Let me ask this question. There is a group of adventurers that is available to him for possibly a limited time that could investigate or set right something that has set the balance of nature out of balance. Is there anything that we could do for him along those lines?
Well, he does say that there was a flood a week or so ago, and during his investigation to see if there was any damage, he saw a area of the river that had washed open this collapse. There was an area of some, he couldn't tell what it was, underneath, other than there was some sort of structure, some sort of construction. There was stone, sort of not natural things underneath it. There was a platform and an entryway into something. And he was, whenever he was there at that time, he was unable to investigate because, and this is where I was going to explain, there are lizard men in the swamp. Generally, they're elusive. They don't deal with people. They stay away from everybody. If you're there, they're probably going to go away. But there are two tribes of them. There is the, and he's what does he say their name are? The Girthland tribe, which is, and he says you can tell the difference between them is the Girthunds. Let me actually just paste it, and you guys can decide how you want to say it. That's the first one, and they are green scaled, and then the other tribe are nocturnal, and this is their name, and they have purple scales. And he says the nocturnal lizard men are very aggressive, but they generally aren't near any civilization, so it's not been an issue. But they were there investigating it themselves, and he couldn't go in and look further to see what it was.
Taking note.
And he's certainly willing to meet with you guys back at the tavern at some point after your instruction. If all you guys want to have a conversation with him, or if it's just you, that's fine too. It's up to you guys.
Do I know it's going to be a month to get the armor? Did I get that piece of information?
That's up to you. You guys, the conversations you guys had before you all split up, I don't know. We didn't actually have those.
Let's just assume I did. So I'll tell him that the group that I'm with will probably be around for at least a month, and when we're done training, if he wants to come back and tell the rest of the group the story that he just told me, that he would be more than welcome to do so. I think that we can go and investigate this area if he thinks that's what we should do. I definitely think we can do that. But if he wants to come back and talk to us, he's more than welcome to do so. Maybe he wants to meet the group or something. That's perfectly fine.
He doesn't have any. I mentioned that specifically for you. He's happy to stay where he's at. But if you want to ask him to do that, that's up to you. The reason he wants you to look into it is because that tribe is aggressive, and if they find something that allows them to do something, that's what his concern is. He's concerned about whatever it is they're going to uncover in there.
An artifact or something that might make it powerful.
He's aware, as are you guys. There is supposedly some sort of ancient lost city somewhere in the swamp. Nobody's found it before, and he's not saying that that's what this is, but should it be, the townspeople need to know.
Definitely worth checking out. Yeah, agreed.
By the way, non-weapon proficiencies are under the skills list.
Yes.
And I don't have an available one until I level up again, so it's going to be a while.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
So training done. What do you guys want to do?
So I'll go back to town and fill the group in. Like I'll tell them that Alaric the druid told me that there was a flood recently, and he was down there helping it out, checking it out, seeing how it went, how bad it was, and the flood uncovered some ruins and some lizard men. There are two groups of lizard men in the swamp. This is down by the swamp, and there are two groups of lizard men in the swamp. I'm just going to call them the green scales and the purple scales. And the purple scales are the more aggressive of the two, and they were investigating the recently uncovered ruin or cave or dungeon or whatever it was. We need to go check it out. But the druid Alaric is concerned that aggressive group of lizard men may find something. There's supposed to be a lost city, an ancient lost city in the swamp, and they could have. His concern is that they might find something that would make this aggressive group more powerful and dangerous than they already are. So he would like us to go and check it out, if we are agreeable.
I am.
Yep.
Yeah, is there any like special equipment we should consider before we go into the ruins in the swamp, or?
Now, the area that he was talking about is that it's on the northern edge of the forest, so it's not in the swamp, but it's close enough to the swamp that's it's near their area, but it's still in the forest, and it's along the river. So I mean, as far as that goes, you would be able to just follow the river until you get to where it's at. It's just normally further than most anyone from town would go, and near the swamp. Nobody wants to go to the
Did
swamp.
he say how far it was? How many days travel?
He didn't, but I will tell you, it's probably about 6 hours from town.
Okay, not that far. Okay.
Yeah. And Don, you had a question?
Yeah, do you reset our spells or do we reset them?
I do, and I probably did. No, I haven't. Yeah, I'll do a reset right now while I'm thinking about it. We'll do the rest.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, there you go. I should have got everybody.
Oh yeah, let me check and make sure I got food and water and rope. Always gotta have some rope. Is my spear done? The dragonwood spear they were making me?
Did you start that last week? I don't remember you saying you did.
I dropped off the piece of wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, if you remember, I don't offhand. I'd have to go listen. So that's going to take a week. So it's been a week, and let me see.
I need to pay for that, whatever that's going to cost me.
Let's see, so this thing is going to be, where is it? Oh no, I've got it. There you go. There you go.
Oh, you made a whole new spear.
Yeah, so the spear itself is better than normal. It's lighter, it's quicker, and it does a little more damage, but it's not magic.
Oh, I didn't think it would be. I just thought it was going to be a spear.
No.
I didn't think it would be any different.
Well, that's
cool.
why that's why everybody likes that wood, and it's very sought after. So
sweet, thanks.
The cost of that would be 300 gold, and that's discounted. Normally, it would be about twice that.
So do I just delete that from my inventory?
You can, yeah.
I have 298 gold, so I'll just delete 298 gold and a platinum. We'll call it
platinum
a little bit of a tip for him.
Okay.
I had sent you a message a couple of weeks back. I don't know if you ever read it.
I don't know if I didn't respond. Probably not. What was the question?
No, you didn't respond.
Are you going to send it to me again, or are you going to ask here?
Yeah, I guess I can just ask. I was kind of interested in maybe seeing if the brothers could make some of that special chainmail.
Special as in what? If you don't want to talk about, if you wanted to kind of keep it on the down low, send it to, I think you can, how do you send messages privately?
I think it's slash
W.
Right click and choose message is what I would do. But...
Okay, yeah, /W space GM space your message. It's whisper is what it is. So you can do /W space GM and then whatever you want to tell me, Don. Or you can just send it Discord. And if it's not something that's going to happen tonight, then I'll look at it when we get done. All right. So I think that covers everybody. Did you guys, any extra supplies you wanted to pick up? 10-foot poles, more rope. I don't know.
They got silk rope here?
No, they have. There's silk is. You need to go to big city for silk.
I know. I thought maybe they might be the one and only time they had silk.
Any of you guys have Yeah, you guys still have horses. I was going to say that if you wanted to, you could purchase or find, get a boat and use that. Does anybody have any kind of naval navigation or anything like that?
No.
Swimming and survival is.
I mean, it's
I would have. I also have rope use. I mean, those are all useful skills for that stuff.
And it's a boat, and they, you go up. I mean, you don't necessarily need the skill. It would make it, if there was something that, like a giant crocodile hits the boat and tries to tump it over. The person that, was some sort of boat person would know, maybe what to do or how to see that. But, if you're just going to be like us when we were kids, just going down the river, it's not that hard. It's pretty easy, in fact. So you can do that too. But just realized that all you guys probably have armor of some type. And I know at least Gunther and Sir Finfall would sink to the bottom like rocks. And Sir Finfall might be able to survive, but Gunther would have a problem.
Shit, the chainmail weighs 40 pounds.
Yeah, I just know those two are wearing heavy metal because I'm looking at their tokens. I can't tell. Yeah, and you do too. So
Yeah.
I mean, even leather is heavy. So
It's 25 pounds. 25.
Okay, I think I'm good. I bought some rope.
okay.
Because I have to get rid of my rope. I'm overweight.
So if you guys do take a boat, it would be half the time. You're just going to have to figure out how you're going to come up with a boat. Either buy it from one of the fishermen, or I don't know, rent it, or just spend 6 hours hiking up the side of the river all the way down there.
Sure. Let's go see how much a boat is.
Could we hire a boat, like with a boatman?
That's probably a better idea.
Well, you can try. The problem is nobody in town wants to get that close to the swamp.
That's kind
For
of
anybody in town, that's kind of their fear. Now if you want to offer a large sum of money and an insurance policy for their family, maybe that would change their mind. And that's kind of a 500 gold thing. If you want to give them 500 gold, they'll do it, and you're welcome to do that.
I'm fine with hiking, but if
I
people
am
want to get a
too,
boat, I'm
actually.
fine with a boat. We have extra money, so
The only thing is,
300 gold pieces myself.
yeah, I mean, somebody might want to get rid of some money. The item browser says a raft or a small keel boat is 100 gold pieces. I'm fine
Yep.
walking though. I just spent $300 on a new spear, or 300 gold pieces on a new spear, so I'm fine walking. The only thing is we might be on the wrong side of the river, so we might have to swim across the river to get to the ruins. I'm not sure.
There's
I've
no
got
swimming
those-
for me.
I've got those gems from the last place we looted. So, I mean, I've got tons of money to buy boats or whatever. If that's a concern.
I've got a lot of coins I need to get rid of.
You guys want to buy a boat? That's fine. I'll ride on your boat.
Let's do it. Let's buy a boat.
Don, I can't hear you. You're
Yeah,
kind of
it's
quiet.
I said same here. I've got coins I need to get rid of.
Okay. So did you guys want to just, flat out buy the boat and then take a risk and go yourself? Or did you want to, spend a lot more gold and have somebody that, uses a boat daily?
Well, I would say since none of us are boatmen, I say we get the person to do it.
Okay. So you guys know how much it's going to cost to do that. I told you already. That's what, to get anybody to even talk to you, it's going to take that much.
Well, I got 300 gold pieces that I'm willing to give up.
Yeah.
Okay. So somebody else.
I've got 2 easily.
There you go. All right, mark it off. You guys got a boatman. He'll take you up there, and he will wait. Well, actually, no, he's not going to wait. What he'll do is he'll go up there and drop you off in the morning, not at night, and then he will come back in however many days, or if you want him to come back the next morning, you tell him when you want him to come back, and that's when he'll come back. But he will not be there at night. He will not camp there either.
That's fair.
Just say come back the next day.
That's where we'll say come back next day.
And if we're
Okay.
not there, come back the next day. And if we're not there, don't come back again.
So he'll come back for up to a week every day. So
Works
and
for
he'll
me.
wait there. He'll wait there till midday every day. So if you guys aren't there in the morning and you show up, a couple hours later, he'll be there. All right.
How many kids does he have?
He has 3 kids.
I'm going to give him 80 silver per kid as a bonus.
Okay. I'll tell you what,
240 silver total.
Let
I'm going to give
me.
him 649 copper as a bonus.
Philanthropist.
Encumbered philanthropists.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine. That's fine.
Hey, Tiny Tim's got to eat, so.
His name is Jonas Blackwood. If you guys want to take notes, his wife is Leela, And he has 3 kids, 2 boys, Finn and Liam, and a girl named Elsie, Elsie. I'll just put that in chat so you guys can see. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Is that what I wanted? Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yep, there we go.
He's still 30 pounds overweight.
Man, keto diet's supposed to help with that.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. You know,
Your chainmail is 40 pounds. Your shield is 10. Your warhammer. Oh, that's a magic one too. It shouldn't weigh that much. That'll save you.
I'm trying to add up mine.
If you look at your gear, you can see it's got the pounds listed.
Yeah, that's why I'm adding it up.
It should add up to the same that's at the bottom of the gear thing. 56 pounds. Yeah, you got 40 pounds of chainmail. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yours is too heavy, too. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Normally, I would make it completely weightless because that's the way Winnie did it, I think. But
halfway.
Tui does some weird shit. So, as far as
still
that goes.
give that dude all the silver. I don't need it.
Okay. All right. So, you guys have got all your gear together, put it in a boat, and he's all ready to go. He waves bye to all 3 of his kids and his wife as you guys push off from the dock. And he takes you down the river. And, oh, you know what? I wonder if I got a river music. Let's see.
And what is river music?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to see. I've got so much music.
Oh, I got river music. Don't worry. No, I can't play it for this, but I float rivers in this every summer. We got lots of river music. I'll post one.
What qualifies as river music?
Any song that mentions the river actually is what we consider. But I'll post something in chat for you guys that'll make you laugh.
Sailing, take me away to where I'm going.
All right, we get extra experience for having to hear Don sing.
All right, let's use just some good old fashioned PG music for this. Let's see what this is.
How about the Wellerman?
Oh,
There
that
you
works
go.
as river music.
It's as close as I'm going to get. It's called the Powered Islands. It's from Baldur's Gate. So I didn't actually think about getting some music together for this. But so you guys, spend about 3 hours going down the river, and while you're doing that, the fisherman is kind of he's pointing out where if you ever want to go fishing for such and such, he's kind of pointing out things, and he's like, oh, that's the first time where I went skinny dipping, and he's just kind of giving you kind of the tour. About an hour and a half into it. And then after that, he kind of takes on a serious tone. He's kind of paying attention, really watching the water for things. And he says that the reason he's doing that is because there are crocodiles, big ones, giant ones, in fact, that are in these waters, and you got to be really careful. And he is trying to be really careful. So I need one person. We'll use Sir Finfall. Give me a D6, and you can do it in public roll. All right. So you guys make it the next hour and a half, and there are no encounters. And you get to the spot to where, Jolly, where you think that the druid had told you about. You guys are looking around, and you can see kind of off on you guys are going north up the river, and it's on the right side of the river. He kind of told you about some trees and some a rise. And he said just on the other side of that rise is where the water had, it had gotten so high it rushed around the hill and washed out something. And so you see where the hill is. The boatman takes you over there, and he says, I'll wait a couple hours just in case you guys decide to come back. Otherwise, I'll be here tomorrow at the same time. But he waits to make sure you guys are at the right spot, and you guys climb the little rise, and you can see on the other side, it's exactly the way the druid explained to you, and you guys can wave him on.
Do we see any lizard men?
Right now, no. I'm kind of just hand waving just to get to the part to where I can pull the map up. Okay. But you can see. In fact, let me go ahead and get the map up. So, is there anything you guys want to do with the boatman before he leaves?
No,
anything special?
I say we wave him up.
You guys are good.
Let's get him out of here. It's going to be dangerous.
All right. Let's see.
And while you're loading the map, I'm looking for any birds or small animals around.
Oh, there's birds flying all over the place. There's little lizards, kind of on the rocks. There's some turtles. So they're kind of
inquire with the birds. about the lizard men.
So,
I'll choose smarter birds if I can.
okay, you find like one of the crows or ravens, and you convince it to come down with some bread or something, and he's eating the bread, and you ask him, and what specifically are you asking him? I mean, be specific, because you realize that animals don't know what a lizard man is; they know what they look like. They don't know what That's how they they don't have a written language or anything. So it's kind of.
Have you seen the purple scales in the new hole in the ground over there?
And he says, 3 days ago they went down.
Okay, and they have not come back?
Nope. 3 days ago.
Has anything else gone down there besides the purple scales? Have the green scales gone down there?
Nope. Just the purple scales. 3 days ago in the early morning.
Do you know where the closest purple scales are that are not in the hole? It's okay if you don't.
He kind of cocks his head, and you get the impression he's thinking, and he just kind of says, he kind of like, no, those are the only ones I've seen. And remember that these the lizard, the purple ones are nocturnal, and this crow is not. So,
understood. Okay. How about green scales? Are there any green scales nearby?
No. He's only ever seen the purple scales.
Thank you. And
I'll give two-legged purple scales.
Food. I'll give him some food, some of my iron rations.
All right. I forgot. I've had this map up, and I forgot to send it to you guys. And I will start putting you guys. I'm going to put you. So the what you see over the top of the hill, it looks like there was there is this. It's kind of hard to explain. It may just be easier to show you. So I'm going to put your characters on a little platform so you guys can see the map. You guys will have to make your way down to that platform. But can you guys see the map? It should have loaded pretty quick.
I can, yeah.
So
gray.
It looks like water. Is that water to the?
Yeah, down below you. So yeah, it looks like there was some sort of roof over this area at some point. Like from where you guys can see on this little ledge here, you can see there's an archway and black stone arches and pillars that are holding up, what looks like a tunnel that goes in. Of course, you can kind of see it from here. But the earth and everything else from, that's where that water and that dirt is kind of collapsed and fell down. And whatever was there is gone now. But there's that, pool of water that either from flood or some underwater surface substance, is coming through.
I'm going to reload, Mike. I just got gray.
Okay, yeah, the map should load pretty quick. It's not a very big map. It's not my normal 12,000 by 12,000. It's about half that. So, but it is a big map in general. So, I just didn't use Dungeon Alchemist to make it. But the rest of you guys, can you see yourselves? That looks like everybody can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
There.
I had gray, so I'm reloading.
Yep. So I'm a little confused. Where's the river?
Off to the west. You guys are on the other side of the high rise.
Okay, gotcha.
The raise. So like the river would be to your, often, the west side of that.
Gotcha. And there's a tunnel going underground?
East. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what this is right here. And it's
And
definitely, you look inside. I mean,
bird dead, by the way. Just so they went in 3 days ago. They haven't come out.
So you can see, from where you're at, if you just kind of position, if we can pretend you guys are still up at the top, but you can kind of position yourself to where you can see, right here, there's an archway. You can see man-made or, somebody made sort of, square blocks that are leading in. You know, they're all kind of displaced. Like the earth has kind of, you know, shifted, and they've all kind of, they're not laid flat anymore. They're all kind of just out of whack. You know, some are higher, some are twisted, some are up on the edge, and there's dirt that's kind of pushed up. You look inside, and the tunnel seems to go upwards, so you can't see very far. You know, you can probably see about 20, 30 feet in. You know, I say that from the top, you can't see that, but you can see the blocks and stuff at the entryway.
Do we know anything about the civilization that may have made these?
Nope, no clue, not at all. In fact, I should probably change my music to something a little more ominous.
Yeah, it's a little bit too festive.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I feel like we're in
It's
Monty
not
Python's-
Hallmark music.
No, it's Quest for the Holy Grail. We've got the guys behind us singing.
Camelot is a silly place.
While that is loading, I'm going to look at something else. Because I need to do something while we're waiting. I think I put this in.
There it is.
Well, I like that music.
It's definitely ominous.
Somebody in plate mail should go first. The music is too scary.
I don't think anybody here has plate mail yet.
I think you're right.
You want me to sneak in?
You know what? Maybe it's because I forgot to turn my backups off. Yeah, stop that. There we go. Maybe that'll help a little. I like this music, man. This is good music.
All I hear is a pirate song.
Yeah, I can't help you there. It definitely is not Pirate Song. Alright, so I'm ready. You guys can kind of, you can go based on, make decisions based on what we're talking about. So I've kind of described it as good as, you know, they've seen, so.
It's just a tunnel going in. That's all we see.
Well, just don't hold up for me. Just I can still hear you. So if I need to make a decision, and then you just have to do it for me. Oh wait, it started.
There you go.
Sir Finfall and the Bright Sword want to go first?
Absolutely.
I mean, no pressure or anything.
Bust out the glowy sword, man.
Yep, I'm gonna bust it out. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me find it.
Okay, I have it now.
There we go. Weapon glow.
Yeah, now you got to face the right direction now because it's only in front of you.
Yep. Yeah, just back off. I'm getting there.
I'm sorry, man. I'm used to PC people. They're super fast. Got to get my Mac dis in early.
That's badass. It kind of glows and pulses a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like the like I was trying to describe to you guys early on, the stone itself, they're cut square and laid out in which you can imagine, you know, hundreds, thousands, however many years ago they were placed. They were, you know, all in a flat sort of plane, but now they're just kind of all shifted. It's very, you know, you got to be careful walking on because like you'll step on some, and it'll tilt. You know, and so you kind of got to move a little slowly through it, and it's you know you hear stone rattling around as you're moving through.
Well, I only have 2 speeds, and that's slow and not 1 at all.
Okay. Yeah, so keep in mind, Sir Finfall can only see like 10 feet in front of himself. So.
Well, I wonder if my light stone would give me more light.
Oh, it certainly would. It would light up. It's a piece of the sun. So if you want to throw that out there, you'll definitely get more light out.
Looks like there's a room coming up.
Sir Finfall's got his own little medieval disco going on there.
He does kind of have a disco going on.
Give me a second. I want to.
You're trying to figure out how to light up your stone?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's under details, under light source, your light stone. You just need to click the little toggle button. And it'll probably blind everybody when you do it.
I don't see what you're talking about. I'm looking at details.
You don't see a suppressed section at the bottom?
Oh, suppress section. Yeah, but there's nothing in there.
Oh, maybe it's because where is your light? Your lightstone is not. It's identified. It's not magic. I don't know.
I see it in the gear.
So, it's not equipped. It's just carried. You need to carry it. You need to equip it. There you go. Now you can see. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can
Yes.
see now.
You have a much bigger pulse now.
All right, that's better. But my sword still looks badass.
All right. So you guys make your way into this large corridor that opens up into a vast chamber lined with columns. They're really big. Some of them have crumbled and fallen apart. The let's see, where are the walls? In here, you remember how I talked about the stones being kind of pitched off at angles? There's the same in here. So you're moving through here. If you need to move quickly, you're going to move it. If you needed to run through, you would move. In half your move, right? Let's see.
Does your sword do
And
anything
many
like-
places are littered with massive piles of rubble from collapsed columns. The columns themselves have carvings, faces, figures in them.
I would like to see if they have religious engagements.
So you want to move up to one of the pillars and examine it?
I would like to, yes.
All right, I will move you up to one. Gunther moves up to look at a pillar, and he's kind of examining the images and such on it. And I'm going to see if I can show you this. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. How would I? Yeah,
Show
it could just
players
be, I
will
don't.
display the image.
Yeah, and I did that, and again, it could be because.
Oh,
There
here
you
it
go.
comes.
That popped up.
Okay, yeah, I just don't know what I'm doing.
Looks like an
Heyo.
alien.
That is, each one of the statues has a different version of that, but that's the gist of it. And there are
Doctor Who before.
no. You've never seen this image before.
There's another image just popped up.
Is it the
Popped
same
up
one?
Several
Oh,
times.
yeah.
Several times. Yeah.
It's because it was loading.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first time I did it must have been working. Because I did, again, me being the idiot that I am, I told it to give me a high-res version of it, and it did. Sorry. It's probably big. I didn't even think about that. It's probably bigger than this map, actually, now that I think
Looks
about it.
kind of like a lizard man.
So, yeah, so it sort of does. Each one of them kind of looks a little different, in the pillars. There are some like hieroglyphs, but it's not a language that any of you guys seem to be familiar with. It looks kind of, in real world terms, kind of the way we, the hieroglyphs that we got from, Egypt and that sort of thing. So, but I need Gunther. Can you see the map? Oh, yeah, you can see the map. Give me a 10-sided roll, please, and you can do it out in the open. So Gunther seems to be really focused on the pillars and such. Sir Finfall, give me a 10-sided as well, and this will be the last one I ask for. Oh, wow. So with that, we will assume the entire party is occupied looking at pillars and various things. But that is not all that the other creatures are doing. And from behind the pillars, they seem to come out of nowhere. It's like they're chameleon-like sort of skin color. And you can only see, I think you can just barely see one of them. Maybe a couple of them. But, you can, even when you can see them, they're just really, hard to see because their skin seems to like, take on the same color of their surroundings. But combat ensues. Roll initiative, please. And I need to do this guy myself.
You know what? I did not roll it from my weapon.
Oh, I
So,
didn't either. Oh, I forgot about that.
Rolled it off. Sorry.
Peric,
should
what are you
add-
using? What are you using?
Short bow, so it should be.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll just re-roll it. There you go. I re-rolled it. Who was the other one that needed to re-roll with their weapon?
Surf Info.
Okay. And you're rolling with your weapon, your Bifrost Edge?
Yep, Bifrost Edge.
Yeah. Anybody else? Actually, do me a favor, Brian. No. Can you go to your combat tab and right click on your short bow?
Yes.
What does it do?
Pulls down a roll initiative.
And if you click that, it complains and says you've already rolled.
Already rolled
Okay.
initiative for this.
I think what I'll do is I'll add a force confirm, and you just force it, and then just pop up a message that says something so that everybody knows you forced it. All right, but everybody has rolled initiative, and my guy gets to go first. So he's gonna run out or step out actually just next to Gunther and try to stab him with his spear and miss.
What's he using? A spear?
Yep. This guy is going to rush out to the first thing he sees, which is and target Sir Finfall. Oh, it was almost an 18. This guy, however, is targeting the biggest, meanest looking thing, which is Sir Finfall. Is it? Is it? Oh, and he's gonna. Nope, he can't. He's gonna have to go to Jason.
Doesn't have to.
Yep, you're right in his way. Oh, missed. All right, Sir Finfall.
Right, I'm gonna attack the guy in front of me.
Okay. That is a miss.
I missed. All right.
Yep. All right, Gunther, what are you doing, sir?
I'm attacking.
Okay. Oh, man, none of us can hit. None of us.
Let's just get this all out of the way right now.
Yeah. Jason.
I'm going to attack the one that charged at me.
Okay.
Whoops.
Wow. Yeah. Next. Gentlemen, see if you can change the tide.
Wow.
Oh, dang.
All right.
That can't happen again. No way. No way it happens.
First round jitters.
Okay, one second. I was doing some names on the tokens things. This guy is targeting Sir Finfall with a spell. It shoots out a purple beam. Oh, Sir Finfall saves and nothing happens. Peric.
All right, so I'm going to target the first one that stepped out there. You want me to... there's one more person past me in there. I'm going to attack that guy. First shot.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. It says I have no ammunition. But I do.
Yeah, it should prompt you if you're out of ammo again. Okay.
There it is. Check that earlier. It said arrow in there, and now it did not.
It's because it's empty. Your arrow quantity is 0.
I missed.
So that was one thing I did change. So if you're using ammo and you click on and you use it, and there's no more ammo left when it goes to say, hey, what are you using for ammo? If a quantity is 0, it won't prompt you.
So
It won't show it.
To the end for my second
Okay.
shot.
Jolliman, what is Jolliman doing?
Is better than a 1. Second shot.
Okay. All right, Perk, second shot. What is going on?
It was so close to a 20.
Can anybody get out of single digits?
I'm gonna roll my guys so they get all spears. All right, everybody's rolled initiative. Wow, this guy's gonna go first. Okay, well.
I can't see that guy.
Yeah, he's hiding behind the thing. I don't think this is going to work on anybody. No, it's not. He casts a spell. The sand kind of just goes over the group and nothing happens. Wow, that's two
he tried to cast
fizzles.
sleep on us?
Yeah. Oh, this is me?
We're all like, get out of here with that level 1 spell.
And that's a miss. Gunther. Oh!
Wow.
That was almost a 17.
All right, let's see.
There.
There we go, 19.
There we go.
Oh, thank
Of
goodness.
course.
So the bad guy, though.
Of course the
Wait,
bad
what?
Wait a
guy.
minute.
No!
Come on now. All right.
Crap.
All right, Jason. You were stabbed by the guy standing in front of you. And these guys are the purple-skinned lizard men, and they look really angry. In fact, they also have this kind of
There we go.
purple light that comes from their eyes. That's a hit. Oh! You killed him in one hit? Wow.
There you go, buddy.
Look at that.
Hey, will ya?
Look at that. All right, Surf and Fall.
Dang.
That's a miss. Gentlemen.
Nice
Changing
50
dice.
move sword you got there.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to change dice.
Yeah.
Perk.
Boy, I'm telling you, this is sad. This is sad.
It's terrible.
Wow, this guy's gonna try to attack Gunther. Oh,
You want to join the party?
We might as well.
no
roll
kidding.
again.
All right, there's a hit. There's a hit.
Yay.
Hey, nice.
All right, everybody roll initiative.
How did I get a 24 initiative?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, mine's 17.
Can't get a 24.
Yeah, I don't know how you did. This is you're rolling with your bows. This happened to you
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. I rolled it with the initiative off the bow.
Yeah, mine says D10 plus 5 plus 8.
It's probably because you guys maybe there's some like I have a good idea what it is. So there's this feature I made so that we would block people from, well, if they roll initiative too late, it wouldn't cause problems. So what's probably happened is it thinks that the round has already started, and so it's adding whoever the last initiative is, it adds that amount to it. So that's probably why. So I can fix both of you. What are you using your
You fixed
sword?
Mine's
Yeah, I'm using my
Jason's using
broadsword.
his sword. Okay, there we go. And I need to. We'll leave him there. All right, Sir Finfall.
All right. Let's see if I can get at least one hit in this battle.
Okay. I did add a new thing that allows to just side versus side. Wow. Side versus side initiative with no modifiers if you guys would rather do that. This guy's going to attack Sir Finfall. Come on. This guy has failed on his spells. He's going to charge up to here. He only moved 15 feet, so he's going to get a stab at the end of it. He's going to attempt to stab you with his long spear. Is it going to hit? Oh, that missed. What is that? A 6? That didn't even show as a 6 on my side. Dang it. Go for it. Oh,
All right,
it's 4.
turn around and attack this other guy. Hey,
There we go.
Oh, not another one. No, not another one.
Oh, not
Oh.
double
We
one.
survived. Gentlemen.
Attacking. And missing.
Missed him. Alright, going back to after Gunther. That's a hit. With a spear. For 1. 3, actually. Gunther. Oh, 19!
There we go. There we go.
That's definitely it. Alright, and next is... Parrot.
All right, I'm going to take the attack of opportunity, but I'm stepping back 5 so I can get him with the point blank. So he can take. He's going to take that attack first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Plus 2. I still would have missed.
This thing automatically adds in that point blank, right?
Yep. It adds in range modifiers too, so you don't need to do that anymore either. Oh! You hit me. You just...
Killed
You
the
shot
wrong
this
one.
guy.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize. I'm scrolled so far out, I can't see that it's targeted.
I moved it. Or undid it.
So add 3.
I think, let me... You hit AC. You hit by 5. You need to damage 3, okay? Okay, done.
And I'm
Alrighty.
going to move to the end. Am I the last person?
You are the last person, so just... but you move, so you only get 1 shot. So...
Okay.
All right, looks like Gunther's going first.
Back
That
to
is a
single
miss.
digits.
Yeah. Jason.
All right.
Oh,
There we
it's
go.
gonna hurt. No. 2 ones. Come on, two ones. Killed my guy. All right. This guy has been casting a spell, and he kind of squirts out this water from his flask when he finishes it, and he blows, and the water turns into like this mist and just sprays in front of you, in front of him, which hits Peric and Gunther and none of the rest of you guys. But let's see, what does this spell do? I think, do I have to?
Lizard spit.
No, it's not lizard spit. It's water. But I need to check and see what this does. It's been a long time. 10 yards per level. Do they get a save? The range of it affects approximately 15-inch. Thus, the first level caster may be able to note that the boards are playing warped. There's. I don't see a save for this. Unless it's magic items. Okay. So, Peric, short bow. Your bow, the wood just kind of twists and creaks and bends, and the string pops off it. The wood is warped. Dawn, let's see what you have. You have a battle axe and a warhammer.
I have a magical warhammer.
Yeah, give me a percentile roll for that. But the warhammer and the battle axe, the halves on both of them are warped and make it unusable.
Well,
The heads on them are still good.
Not even in my hands, so they're put up.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just if they're in the area of effect. So if like they're on your hip or on your person, it's a magic thing. So it's just an area of effect. Actually, you can still use that bow. You're at a -4 penalty to use it. Or the weapon, so. Yeah, it doesn't affect the +1 Warhammer. But the other two, actually, I'll go ahead and put an attack modifier of -4 on them so we don't forget. And that was Warpwood.
Yeah, my bowstring snapped, so it doesn't make any difference.
Well, that was what I was assuming would happen, but that's not what the rules say. The rules say it's just -4 to it, so we'll say that. If you want to keep using it, you can. That's just what it did. So that's what he did. Jalaman.
Gonna move up and attack him.
Okay. Oh, not with that, you're not.
It's terrible.
All right,
Yes.
I'm going to drop the bow and pull out my sword, step up and swing at him.
Okay.
But not with that.
No. Surf and fall.
Okay, I'm gonna turn and go north, and then attack.
Not with that.
Jeez.
You guys rolling good tonight. He's going to keep swinging at Gunther because that's who hit him. I think. Why did I roll twice? Oh, we're going to ignore the... Well, yeah. Yeah. Peric. What? Either way, what is...
It's
Why does it
targeting
say
me.
Spirit attack against Gunther? It's because I have two things targeted. I was targeting you guys for spells, and I forgot to make just one. But he missed anyway, so it doesn't matter. Next round. That is used. That is used.
I can fix that warp wood stuff, by the way. It will take a day to memorize the spell.
All right. Well, looks like he's still going first. So he's going to cast a spell on Peric. Who fails. You see Peric kind of shrink. He's like much shorter than he was before. Let me see. I think he's like 30% shorter, smaller than he was before. And he shrinks down. He's tiny. I say tiny. He was already small, but now he's like, shorter than Gunther. So you're 40% smaller than you were.
Over half my size.
Yep. I can look at the effect and see what it did. Gunther, it's your turn, by the way. Oh yeah, look at that. We'll see what that does. That is a miss. Jason. You've got a guy around you, cleric.
I want a different colored die.
You can change it. That is not going to be a hit.
Oh,
All right, gentlemen. Show us what you got. Jab him with the Dragonwood Spear. And that's
not with that. Nope.
All right. This guy's going to keep banging off at Gunther. He just has no need. They also seem pretty focused, and he missed. Barrick.
All right, I'll swing.
Give it a swing with your tiny little hands.
Yep.
Sir Finfall.
Attack again.
Go for it. Blue dice. That's all it took, man. There you go. Oh,
All right.
Okay. Let's see what the sword does. Will it kill it? Ah! It did. Took him out.
Yeah. About time.
So I'm wondering if maybe you guys were rolling. I did a remove combatant because there were some dead guys and I just wanted to get them out of my list. I'm wondering if when I did that in the middle of the rolls that it caused the things to happen with, what did with you guys, but I don't know. Theory crafting. All right, Gunther, what are you doing? The guy in front of you is dead.
Can I move in and hit the other guy?
Yeah, plenty of room down there. But not with that. And he... Sir Finfall.
All right, I'm going to try to move down behind him.
Okay.
I can still attack, right?
Yep.
Okay.
This is 5 foot squares in here. So. Oh.
Did I hit him?
Yes.
I did. Okay.
Ow. He's glad he hit himself, Jason.
I mean, this guy's getting ganged on.
Yep.
Watch around us. Make sure.
Yeah, that's what
no more
I was
coming.
gonna do. Just gonna move down and then, yeah, definitely
Okay.
watch the shadows.
Okay. Peric. That's it. There we go. So, one of the reasons I wanted to do that spell is for because I wanted to test and make sure it worked. But if you notice, he rolled 6 damage, but he did 4. That's because he shrunk and does less damage. It's like 0.3, or it's like a 30% less damage, or 40, whatever it is. Yeah. I popped off.
Against because I'm small.
No, I tried to use Ray of Enfeeblement on somebody else, and they saved though, because it does the same. Oh, spear me! Oh, he's still standing. Next round, everybody. Oh, he's not going to make it. All right, Gunther, go. That is a miss.
He's definitely
Jason.
safe around me.
Yep. That round, anyways. Jason?
I'm just going to delay, see if anything else happens.
Okay. Parrot. Oh. Sir Finfall. You unselected him, by the way.
I unselected him?
missed.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I missed anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess he was not hit. So his spell does go off. And he had targeted you, Mr. Jolliman.
Me? What did I do?
Yep. And you saved anyways. Doesn't matter. This black glob of darkness flies past you and into the, behind the combat. He was trying to blind you, Jolliman. Jason.
This guy isn't dead yet?
No, it's going to take 20 rounds to kill him.
All right, well, I'm just going
At
to
least 3 or 4 more rounds, man.
All right, everybody roll initiative, please. Since it's my turn, I'm going to randomly determine. That's going to be Gunther. He's going to try to stab with his spear. And miss.
Luckily, they roll as bad as we do.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, no, they don't.
There we go.
He's hit. Oh, this is going to hurt. Ah!
There you go.
And you took out the last one. Finally. And we'll go back to... Where's that music? Trying to find what I was playing before. There it is. All right, so as you guys... The battle ends... And you can, on the ones you guys, you killed, or the first one you killed, you can see some like black smoke coming out from under. They're all wearing these leather sort of shirts that are just, I mean, it's almost like a tunic sort of thing. And on the first one you guys killed, you can see some smoke coming out. And it's not like a smoke that rises and goes. It's like the dry ice and water that kind of goes to the ground. It's just kind of pouring out from behind his tunic and just kind of spilling out on the ground around him. What are you guys doing? I'll take it that means nothing. So yeah, it's the first one. And you see his body just kind of starts twitching, but it's like his shoulder starts off first and just kind of melts and just turns into this black puddle of goo and mush eventually, and just kind of all his equipment and everything else is just kind of laying around him, but he just melts. And then the second one starts doing the same thing.
I want to stay away from them.
What was that, Brian?
That's not right.
No. So the second guy starts smoking. What are you going to do?
Back off.
Okay. You guys just going to wait and do anything else, or wait?
I'm going to go to the last one we killed, the spellcaster.
Yep.
The one
Shannon?
I'm standing next to. And search him real quick. Look for, especially his body, look for marks, brands, scars.
Yeah, so you kind of look at the first, where you saw the smoke coming from on the first one. You pull his tunic down, you kind of rip it open, and you can see on the left side of his shoulder, you see this kind of purplish pentagram that's already starting to glow and shimmer, and this you can kind of see smoke start coming off of it. And it's the same kind of purplish color that was coming off of their eyes. It's like some sort of mark.
Anybody seen something like this before?
I have not.
No, but is there something in him, or is it just the symbol that's...
It's like a mark or a brand or something.
Can I make a religion check?
Sure. Yeah. Give me a blind GM roll with a religion check.
It's like an auto self-destruct.
Check the chat. That's where your button is.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right. Maybe I should just put the chat text there and the automatically prompts you to use the skill. Are you not seeing it's in the chat thing? Are you not getting the pop-up when you click the button? There you go. Okay. This, you're not sure what it is. Nothing that you learned in your religious training gives you any details about what this is. As he does that, it takes him a while to sit down and study the last guy, and eventually he begins to smoke, and the flesh begins to boil, and the whole thing just turns into a puddle of goo. But his spear falls to the ground. Let's see. Yeah, you guys can still try to pick through what they have. They don't have any coins or anything on them. The only thing they seem to have, if they have anything on them, is equipment or things they were using. Otherwise, it's just sort of native garb.
I don't think I want any gooey equipment.
Am I able to recover any arrows?
Oh, that's right. All of your arrows are warped too. Wow. So we're looking for below 50. So how many arrows did you shoot? You only shot like
Joe's 5.
4, 5.
5.
So you got half of them back. So 2 of them back. You got 2 good arrows.
Well, I'm just putting them with the bad and carrying.
Okay.
them. I have some magic arrows too. They have been affected.
Give me a percentile roll. More than
Spell
likely
says they
they're
get a
unaffected.
special saving throw.
Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, they get a percentile based on various things. All right. So the bodies have melted. Is there anything on them that you guys are going to take? Otherwise, I don't know. I can leave them here.
I don't want anything.
I can't use a spear, so
I can't use one either.
This one. 1 second. Why is it that those notes are always in the wrong place? Why? Why are they always in the wrong place? Always in your way. Wade knows what I'm talking about.
More arrows out of them.
All right, gentlemen, what are you doing?
I'm watching out to the north here.
I was trying to see. I stepped down a little south of those pillars to make sure there weren't any other people hiding behind some of those.
And it seems pretty quiet otherwise, other than yourselves.
There's a wall back here.
There's a door up here to the north.
Yeah, I don't see anything to the east.
I think there might be some stairwells and maybe another hallway here to the south. 2 sets of
Yeah,
stairs.
the only thing on the east is right about there. There is a carving, much like that's in the pillars. Only this one's much taller, and he's like wearing armor and has this staff in his hand. And again, that sort of hieroglyphic language that doesn't seem to correlate with anything you guys are familiar with.
You could probably assume that's a leader of some type.
Yep.
Do we want to go north or south?
Makes me no difference.
Yeah, I don't care either way either. Do you want to flip a coin?
Which way do you want to go, Paladin?
Yeah, what's the Bifrost say?
I'll come back up north to you. Since I'm the only one that's down here in the south, I'll come up north. And we'll just go north.
So before you move, you're thinking, well, which way should we go? I want to go north. I want to go south. Which way? And you're holding onto the sword, so it's kind of lights your way. And suddenly you're out of your body, and you can see like you were up north with the rest of your party about 60, 70 feet away from where you were at. And you kind of look around and your vision kind of moves and slides. It's like you're a floating sort of eyeball or something. And you can hear and see.
Oh,
Holy
That's
crap.
kind of cool.
Okay. So, all right. So I'm able to see and hear the guys up there at the north.
Yes.
Okay. I want to focus my attention to the hallway to the east of me, to the southeast.
You can see that the stairs lead down and then open up into a larger chamber that looks like a burial area, like a catacombs. The walls have these little niches, and all along the walls, there you can see the remains of, something. You can see there's bones, but there's just like not much left. Almost all of it is dust. There's parts of the jaw and the skull, but most of the other bones it has been here so long that they've just turned to dust. You can see maybe a little shiny of something, and in some of them, like maybe they were buried with a ring or a bracelet or something. But all is when you're moving that direction, that's kind of what you see all on the walls.
Okay.
A little deeper in, you can see that it opens up towards the north, and there's a passageway that leads up a little bit, and you can see a blue light. And about that time, you're snapped back into your body.
Okay. All right. Well, that was cool. I'll have to figure out how to control that at some point. I mean, can I focus again down to the south in the hallway, and just nothing happens?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna move back up to the north and let them know what I saw.
Are you going to tell us about your out-of-body experience?
Absolutely. I'm gonna be like, guys.
And what have you
I
been
haven't-
smoking?
Yeah, I haven't the slightest idea how I triggered that, but I was able to see you guys up here at the north, and then I was able to redirect those thoughts, and this is what I saw down in there, the room full of bones turning into dust, maybe shiny things that they were left and buried with or put in there, and then a hallway up to the north out of that room with a glowing blue light up there.
Well, if I was to analyze this correctly, I would say that you had an out-of-body experience.
Well, I think I got that one figured out. I just don't know how I triggered it.
You're not supposed to eat the worm.
Yeah. Did you inhale any of that smoke coming off these purple dudes earlier?
Oh, I did. We need to bottle that stuff.
So I
No,
guess you're
I
going to go
think
to
it
the
was the
south.
sword. Yeah, because I kind of know what's down there a little bit.
Fine with me.
Was it these stairs over here?
That's what I assumed he was talking about. If it
Yeah.
wasn't, that's where.
Yep, those are the ones I was talking about.
All right, so it looks exactly as you saw it. These walls, like right here, you can see the little niches in there. You can see there's bodies. Well, the remains of bodies that have probably been there for over 1,000 years, you suspect. Long ago. The legs, the hands, and almost everything is just turned to dust. The skulls are crumbling. And, if they had clothes, it's completely turned to dust.
Right, so they're in the little tiny niches.
Yeah, and the one that you're standing in front of, Sir Finfall, you find a piece of jewelry.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm gonna put it in your inventory. Wow, you have a lot of pieces of jewelry.
Yeah, I do.
This one is the one that has an icon for it.
Okay, I see it there.
The little
Saw
squiggly
it
thing
pop
with
up.
it.
What happened to
Okay.
my guy? I can't see him anymore. Did I drag him into a place that he shouldn't have been?
It's probably
Oh, wow.
under another token.
You're right in the middle of the map, it looks like.
Where are you? I don't see him. Am I blind?
It's right here.
No.
Oh no,
He's on the
that's
wall.
him. That's him. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. I see. Well, what happened? He looked different a little while ago.
You're daydreaming, man. You're making me see things. So you found a bracer, or a bracelet, not a bracer. It's a bracelet that looks old. It's got some kind of, markings on it and stuff, but otherwise it just looks ancient. It's the only, I mean, when you touch it, whatever, any bone that was in it, it just turns to dust. Anytime you guys get near the bones, you just breathe on them. They almost just crumble and fall to dust. That's how old this stuff is.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tuck it away.
Okay.
You guys want to check the other ones? But the blue
There's a
light
lot.
is-
They're all over the place. Yeah.
Okay.
And the blue light that you saw is up in this direction, up that way, up this way. Yeah, there.
Can we see blue light coming down that hall?
I can actually see it from here.
Yeah.
It's kind of a wave.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, no. Mm-hmm.
Now, I think I should have had a set of stairs there, but yeah, it's a kind of a ramp up, at least. And you can see the light originates from some blue orb in the center of that room, even from the bottom. It's up in the ceiling. It's just kind of glowing blue and pulsing.
All right, where's our magic guys? Can they tell us anything about the light or the orb? Can they sense anything?
There are a lot of other hallways leading to this area.
John braves the blue light and moves in.
Yeah, is there anything else in the
You
room?
feel a slight sort of chill as you move. It kind of gives you the shivers when you move into it, but no immediate effect. But no, the room is empty other than the orb in the ceiling.
There's a door to the north. I don't see anything else, though. It's cold.
You move in a little farther and you can see in the corners of the room, there's more of those statues. Same sort of figures that that I showed you earlier. In each corner, these guys look a little more aggressive. They each hold spears. Yeah, you can see a door to the north and stairs leading down to the east. John, you feel this sort of what is it? What do they call it? You feel this sort of painful hot flash pulse through you, and you feel as though something it hurt.
I step back.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm not going to go walking in there.
He's the only one that felt it.
He was the first one. Yeah.
Looks like it did
Brian,
damage to me.
same thing for you. You feel this painful hot flash.
Ow! Step back.
Sir Finfall, same thing. Painful hot flash.
I'm stepping back.
Guthrid, painful hot flash. Solomon, what are you doing?
I'm going to turn around. I want to turn around and see if anybody's shooting at us or anything.
Nope. You get out of the light, and that cold sort of feeling leaves you. It looks like Brian and Gunther are still in it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to the people there. So
I'm just watching the rear.
all right, let's check this other area out.
I have no idea what to think about that.
Yeah, there's got to be something somewhere to turn that off or something.
You definitely feel like the light was affecting you in a bad way, but it wasn't immediate, and it wasn't until you stayed in, you were in the light for a while, and it just eventually it took its toll.
Was the light coming from the top or the bottom?
It was from the orb that was in the room in the ceiling. Yeah, the ceilings in here where the crypt, where all the bodies are, or what's left of them is probably about 12 feet tall, and it's floor to ceiling with just slots of corpses or bones or dust.
Well, we can kind of start searching some of these other crypts.
I found more stairs down here to the south and west.
Yep, those are going down.
So where is everybody?
I'm to the south and west.
Yeah, I'm north of him. I can see him.
Keep in mind, if you can't see them, you can't see them.
Yeah, I don't know where they went.
South and west. I'm
Go south.
calling out.
All right,
Calling
there
out.
we go. Did you just continue south?
Yep.
Don't respond. If you can't see them, you can't see them, guys. Either follow them or don't. All right, Brian, when you get to there, I'm going to move you back. You move down to there, and as soon as you step on the floor,
Okay.
you feel the platform, the stone beneath you move slightly, and instantly there's a click and this loud sort of swooshing sound from your right, and you're slammed in the chest by, and let me do this first because I need to do this. Oh, wow. So the slam in your chest does 6 damage, but whenever it hits you, it's this arm, this steel arm with a spike on the end of it. But instead of the spiking hitting you, there's a body on it, and the body slammed into you, and it's a rotten maggot-covered body, and the face is just kind of, like rotten off the jaw, fell off. And it looks like it's, some person that came down here a couple of weeks ago and hit the trap. In fact, it looks like somebody that would probably be a fisherman.
At least it wasn't rot grub.
No, just a rotten, disgusting body. Yeah.
Yeah, but we may want to be a little bit more careful next time.
Well, do we have a thief in the party?
Who said that?
Rope
Yeah,
is character.
Yeah. It's going to take a long time if I have to
I know it.
check every 5 feet for pressure plates. Don't we have a 10-foot pole?
Nobody
But
bothered.
we got a walking tank. He's in plate armor.
Yeah, that's probably not the best.
Yeah, we got somebody who got a brand new dragonwood spear. Isn't that a 10-foot
Yeah.
pole?
Warriors have fine traps.
Yeah, by stepping on them.
Exactly.
Should we figure there's probably not one every step after that one?
Yeah.
And I can probably check, I don't know, a certain amount of area each time. We could try it out, yeah.
Does this one need to
I'll
be
find
disarmed or?
It just slammed
No, it
him
just
right in the
hit me.
chest. Yeah. It didn't reset.
So somebody had to have reset it if it killed somebody a couple of weeks ago.
Well, if they'd reset it, they would have pulled the body off. I think it automatically resets.
Maybe after a certain amount of time.
That's what I'm thinking. So if it's nothing to be concerned with, we can start moving forward and allow our thief, and hopefully he's got better passive perception than we do.
The area that he's moved into looks a little different. The stonework is darker, like where you can even see it on the map. The one that you're at is a different color than the other one.
Did anybody hear me?
Just then.
Just then, yeah.
I have fine traps that last for 3 turns.
Well, that's nice.
That sounds like a useful spell.
It does.
So why don't you
come on
cast
up front.
Got our new point.
if you want to use it? Put it on yourself, man. T. There you go. Chat card. Then click the effect to put it on you. There you go. All right. So with you guys are going to follow Gunther, I take it. So Gunther, you need to lead the way.
Game's paused.
Oh, yes, it is. Stop. It's undone.
Which way do we want to go?
You're the leader right
way.
now.
You're leading.
All right, so you could definitely see the trap that was right here. Yeah. Don't see any in your immediate north or south. So you need to, if you go to an area where there's more than just north, that you're going to need to tell me which directions you're looking, or if you're just going to look in front of yourself and keep moving. So
I'm going to look in front of myself and keep moving.
Okay. Some stairs to your west that go up, or down actually.
Do we want to keep going, or do we want to go take the stairs?
Wherever there's no traps.
Take the stairs. We're going. Go south.
We don't see any traps yet. You can see a set of stairs to your left or to your east that go up.
The ones to the east look like they connect to those catacombs we were in up there.
Well, the catacombs are down here also. All these little niches in the walls, it's ceiling to floor, same as the other ones. Just looks, the stonework is different. And these stairs lead down. No traps. No traps. Still good.
It's just a bunch of hallway.
Bunch of bodies. It's a crypt.
Burial crypt, yeah.
Yep.
Well, luckily we haven't found any undead yet.
You start hearing the sound of water.
Is that the entire party or just me?
Well, I mean, you and Jolliman, the closer you guys move west, you can hear water. And the water's definitely up in that direction. No traps. In fact, you can see down at the bottom of the stairs, you can see water at the bottom. Yep, down at the bottom, you can see water. The depth, you're not sure.
You want to check this out?
No light or anything down there, though?
No. Only what you guys bring down there.
Any steps going down or up into the water?
Down into. See how that kind of makes a little point at the bottom on the stairs? It's short, so it doesn't show that much, but.
So just the edge, can I tell how deep it is?
Nope.
Stick my spear in it. How deep is it?
It's at least 4 feet deep.
Is it crypts and stuff on the other side still?
Nope, they're all washed out. I mean, there is, but they're all washed out.
Is there a current? Is the water moving?
It's not stagnant.
It's leftover flood water.
Jason goes diving in the water.
I mean, he's got the sword.
Yeah. Is it cold or warm?
It's not too bad. It's not super cold, but it's not super warm either. Where is my thing? But as you step in the water, this strange looking creature, and you can see it because your sword lets you see in the water. Can you see that on the map? I think you can. Comes straight at you. And if you can't see it, you can't see it, but I think some of you can. It's some kind of skeletal undead animal monster thing. Looks like almost like a really big, about the size of a cow, but it's not a cow. It's got, claws and some kind of plating on its back. So what is Gunther doing? Keep in mind, you guys that are not underwater can't see it. The only person that could see it would be Jason if he was in line of sight of it. So I don't know what Gunther's going to do. in actuality, he doesn't even know there's anything there.
I will
Okay.
hold since I know nothing is there.
Okay. All right, this thing comes swiftly through the water, goes right up to Jason. Now Jason can probably see it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Why is he still... There he is. There he is. Now you can see him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And he's going to take a swipe at you with his claws. He's got 2 of them.
Oh. Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's 1 swipe. And we'll do a second swipe. Gets claw. And that's a miss. Jason,
I'm going to attack back.
go for it.
I hope somebody can see what's happening.
That's what I'm hoping.
Looks like a hit. There you go. Nice move. All right, Peric, what are you doing? You can see there's like water is just being, rough water is now right where you saw your friend Jason go underwater. Oh, actually, you can't see it. Never mind. You're not even down
Can't
there.
even hear anything, right?
I mean, your water sloshing around. That's about it. So no cries of alarm yet.
I'm holding there and watching.
All right, Sir Finfall, what are you doing?
Okay, I can see that something's going on underneath there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little to where Jason's underwater because he could poke his head up out of the water, so he's high enough to where you can see a sword swooping through the water at something. You don't know what it is. You can't see. You don't see anything in front of him because whatever it is, it's underwater. It's not as tall as he is.
And we said about how deep was this?
Well, right there
Deeper
where
than 4
Jolliman,
feet.
yeah, right where Jolliman tested it was like 4 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna run and jump in.
Okay.
Can I get by these guys?
Yeah. Geronimo! Splash!
Yep. I'm
There you
gonna
go.
attack.
All right.
Okay, hold on. All my closed. All my.
Oh, yes, I did pause. Sorry. Since you are underwater, you are going to be -2 to hit.
Understood. I closed all my combat trackers. Hold on. I'm trying to open them back up.
You don't need them. You can just target them and swing. How useful would it be for me to put a little clickable on a creature in the combat tracker to target it? Would that be useful?
Yeah, that actually would.
Maybe I'll make it to where you can control click, shift click, do all the targeting stuff in the combat tracker as well as on the map, because that's something I've kind of other VTTs have done. So I'll look at that.
What
so
I
that's
would like is if I hit escape key by accident, that it doesn't shut down all my damn pop-up windows.
Yeah, that I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. That's kind of a base Foundry thing. It is kind of annoying. I wish the combat tracker at least would not do that, but
is the damage at -2 as well?
no.
Okay.
If you hit, you hit.
All right.
All right. Next.
I was going to shoot with my short bow. Can I see it?
Nope.
Then I will hold my turn.
Okay. What's Gunther going to do?
Well, I can't see it.
Nope.
I'll hold.
Okay, so all you guys are holding. There's nothing's going to change. You guys are the last 3. What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm going to switch weapons to my spear and jump in.
Okay,
I have
that'll be
swimming
your
skill.
action. But I'm asking Gunther because it's not going to change between now and the end of the round.
Okay, so I can't cast any spells underwater, and I'm already going to be at a... I mean, it's only 4 feet deep, right?
Right there on the edge, yeah. Right in front of you.
So if I step into that point, would I be able to see it?
No, because it's underwater. Unless you, well, no, because you can't see in water like Jason can. If you're right next to it, you could see it to attack it. But you don't know how deep these spots are. That stuff over there, you don't know how deep that is. You know, right here, it's 4 foot deep. That's all you know, because that's what Jalaman said. In fact, where Sir Finfall is, it's deeper than 4 feet because he's up to his neck.
I think I'll let them take care of that one because there's nothing I can do.
Okay. Peric, you heard Sir Finfall yell, Geronimo! And jump into the water. If you don't say Geronimo, you can say something else. But
I'm going to stand there and watch behind us.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely see Sir Finfall is fighting something. You can't see what it is, though, because it's whatever it is, it's underwater. And Jalaman, you're switching weapons and jumping in the water. Okay, that'll be your action. And if you just want to hold your initiative to the end of the round, just put in 99 as your modifier. And that'll more than likely put you at the end of the round. All right, Jalaman, what are you doing? Oh, you're supposed to be in the water, man.
Yeah, move and attack.
It added 8 to my initiative again.
It should. If you're using your weapon.
Yeah, but it's D10 plus 5 plus 8. Normally it's just plus 5.
I don't know what that is. I need to figure out a way to add some output there. The problem is initiative is kind of internal to Foundry the way I have it running right now. And I can't really add like the way I have it to where you can see when you're making attacks what's doing what. So I can't really tell.
It's not a big deal. I'll just let you know.
It's annoying. Yeah, I wish I could figure out what it was. I don't know what's causing that. That's a hit.
There we go.
And with that, the bones kind of crumble and begin to just drift apart from each other and float off into the water.
All right, guys, let's get out of this water.
I don't think skeleton water is a good thing.
But there's no water to the east.
All right, so what are you guys going to do? Where are you going? You're going to keep exploring the depths of the water?
Dwarves are afraid of water.
Yeah.
Especially ones that are overweighted.
Thanks.
All right. Well, time is ticking on your trap detection thing. The dwarf ain't going in the water.
Yeah, we ought to just back out of this water.
Following the dwarf. More water.
That just goes back to the same
Yep.
chamber, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
But if we go to the right up there,
Yeah.
there's a dry hallway.
Yeah, the water dissipates up to the right.
I bet I can get there too by going right back up the hallway and around to the left.
Yep.
Think? Okay.
Yeah, more than likely.
Okay. So this is a dead end unless
Pause.
we want to do the water.
Pause.
Jason steps on a stone. You hear a click. And this time there is something on the end of it, unfortunately. Hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
That's not
Who
a
stepped
body.
on it?
Jason.
A guy that's running around by himself. Oh wow, that hits hard.
And I was almost there.
Ouch.
The spike slings out on a steel arm, stabs you dead in the chest for 13 damage.
4d6.
Yeah.
Painful.
Yeah, that's not good.
All right, where is he?
You hear it.
I'm gonna run up there.
You got to unpause the game.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
You did start recording again, right?
Yeah. The right where he stepped there's
You got him, Gunther.
All right. Is Gunther casting anything or?
I'm assuming he's doing a cure light wounds on him.
Yeah, he got him for 5 there.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the wand of cure wounds and cast on him.
The detect trap expired.
Oh, Gunther did another healing. Okay.
Yeah, you should save that wand, man.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll hold on to it.
So you guys don't just to be, if you guys didn't hear me, your detect traps
heard it.
expired.
Yep.
So
I heard
I
it.
heard it.
All right. Well, you know what? It seems like we're going in circles in this crypt.
That was the feeling I was getting. Are we lost?
Does anybody know how to get out of here?
I mean, to get out, we just got to go north.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get out.
We generally looks like we need to go east. So,
Yeah, we're gonna have to go through that room with the glowy bulb in it.
yep.
Yeah, we got to figure out what to do. I wonder if that jewelry that I found does anything with that room.
You got popped too.
Yeah, I know.
There's
I
a
did,
little
but-
bit to the southeast that is unexplored, but it's probably just more crypts. I don't know how to get the mouse to do the little.
Just left click and hold.
So over
Yeah.
in this area is unexplored, but it's probably just more crypts. But there's the whole area to the north. There was a door to the north.
Yeah.
That we didn't go in, and then there's the glowy bulb room that had the passage to the east, and I think a door to the north
The
in
door
there
to the
as well.
north.
Well, we can't spend any time in that thing. Like we have to pick a
You have to
route
bolt across to the
go.
door.
Oh, you want
Yeah.
to go check the door in the big passage, in the big chamber? We can get to that big chamber from where we're standing right now.
Yeah, just go straight north.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do
Okay,
that.
yeah, but carefully do it.
Well, I'm gonna follow you.
Me?
You're the one that's in plate. I'll be the most
I'm not in
damage to
plate.
everybody.
I am
He's
not-
got metal armor. I have padded armor on, man. You know,
I am not in plate.
not yet. It's
Not
a couple
yet.
more weeks.
So we want to go north back to the big column chamber and then
Yep.
check that door on the north?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go north. Well, heck, I'll go.
And I'm going to be careful moving.
Heck no, I'm sprinting until I get into the big room.
Well, you are smaller anyway.
Not anymore.
that wore off.
That's wore
That wore
off. Yeah, that's short term thing. It's not
Oh, okay.
permanent.
You move fast enough, the traps won't get you.
Yeah, that works too. Totally.
Anything mess with the bodies?
No, well, there's no bodies. It's
Oh well,
good.
I mean the stuff, the gear that's left.
No.
Okay.
All right, so there's this door on the east and a hallway to the north.
Yep.
Okay. I want to try again to see if I can focus and do that out of body thing.
Okay. You sit down. You kind of hold the sword in your hand and think, and nothing happens.
Okay. All right. All right. Thief, want to check the door for traps? Or see
Yes,
if it's
sir.
locked?
Give me the rules. You hear nothing. You don't need to roll.
Too late.
You do not find any traps.
All right. We want to open it?
It is not locked.
All right. Who wants to open it?
I'll open it. Step aside.
Can you click on that and open it? I think you can.
Yeah, it just depends on who wants to. Yeah, it's not letting me click on it and open it.
It should. If you click on it, it doesn't like. Maybe it has something to do with the way I have the server settings. So, but you open the door and you can see a tunnel leading in, and within you see these black stone slabs arranged in the room.
Nothing good ever happens in these rooms. Ever.
You can see there are underneath the tables are old containers like canoptic jars and vials and stuff. You move in further and you can see more tables of the same. Looks like some preparation room for funeral arrangements.
All right, I'm going to keep moving into the room.
Okay. You get to there, and in the just to your left up here, you see 3 skeletons leaning, or they're all kind of huddled in the corner.
Like in a sitting position?
They're just kind of like all, they're just all slumped in the corner.
Okay. I want to keep an eye on those skeletons, so.
Okay.
There's another door to the south.
It goes into the blue room.
Oh, does it?
Yep.
Oh, so we just circumvented the blue room.
Yep.
Well, then don't open that door. Nice.
Be careful in here.
Yeah.
Something killed those 3 bodies over there.
So these are tables, slabs?
Yep, they're about waist high. Looks like they have these sort of troughs along the edge that empty out into the stone sort of bowls below the table.
Bloodletting tables.
Embalming.
I go examine the skeletons.
Okay. You move over towards them, kneel down, and are
Trying to
looking
figure
at
out
them.
what killed them.
And you get near enough, just the wake from the air that you move, they just go, they turn to dust and collapse. But you hear the clank, 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 and you see this blade that's in the middle of them. A silver, metal, shiny, looks like a long sword. If it had a sheath, it too rotted over the centuries that these bodies
Does
have
the
been in.
sword look to be in good condition?
Yep.
Well, I
grab
grab
it.
that.
Yeah, grab it.
It's a long sword.
I take it to Sir Finfall, and I'm like, this should not be in this condition, but I can't use it. So I'm going to give it to you.
He's
All right.
got a weapon.
I know he does, but he uses long swords, not me.
Peric uses long swords.
I'll give it to Peric then.
Or he can, whether he does or not, I don't know.
I just don't have it.
I'll give it to Peric then.
All right. I'm not proficient in it, but
Let me put it in our inventory. There you go. It's below your backpack.
I see it.
Hey, aren't you an elf?
Yeah. Still have to do proficiency in it.
And you guys and your organized loot, I don't understand your gear windows. Why is your food not in your backpack?
It was actually in the saddlebags
Okay.
earlier. And I just haven't moved it into my backpack when we went on the boat.
All right. You guys can see stairs leading down. The room itself, that's pretty much it. There was the skeletons and the stone slabs. Whoever said embalming, you've pretty much hit it dead on. All of them look like they haven't been used in centuries.
All right, shall we go down this hallway?
Do it.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and start heading down the hallway, but I'm going to listen very carefully for clicks. And if I hear one, I will be the penitent man and get out of the way.
Yeah.
It's saying I'm rolling those dice, but
It is. It's weird.
It is. It's probably because I have you selected.
oh, okay.
I'm just rolling dice. All right.
You're freaking me out.
Sorry. I was trying out the dice roller from the chat thing.
Okay.
And you go down the stairs. You're about halfway down. It looks like the stairway has a passage that leads to the south. There's the alcove over here. Has what looks like some canoptic jars, but most of them are broken and kind of crumbled. Some of the lids for them are still mostly intact, but they are the same sort of heads. The caps of the canoptic jars look like the heads of the figures that you saw in the front, that sort of lizard looking thing. And some of them have headdresses, some of them have weird, different shaped faces, but it looks like they were the lids that went into those jars that are now broken.
Okay. All right, I'm seeing something to the south. Looks like a bench
It's
or
a
something,
shelf.
but there's shelf.
Yep.
Okay. There's a couple more hallways down here.
Yep, and you can see both sides of you. You can see more shelves, and it looks like they are tools. Some of them look like things that, metal tools that you would use for, some sort of embalming process. A lot more canoptic jars. These are, they're not closed or sealed or anything. However, Jolliman, whenever you walk through the same place that Gunthrud and Sir Finfall did, you stepped on a plate on the floor that goes click, and you hear this, and these spears shoot out the side of the wall and stab you.
I was being very careful to walk where they did.
Ooh, 14 damage. Yeah, there's just it's a chance. There's a roll and the chance of who's going to get hit that goes to it. And that's why I was rolling all those dice.
Man, we are going to burn up all of this.
That was my last heal. I cast off 4 of my cure lights. Gracias.
Oh, good roll.
Yeah, I was real shitty on my heals. Shitty on my 2 hits, shitty on my damage.
What are you guys doing? You guys just all kind of stop moving. Oh, yeah, well, that would help.
Well, yeah, because one of our guys got impaled.
It's like you guys were in a minefield and you just stop moving.
Yeah.
It's still got to be safer to walk where somebody else did, so that's what I'm going to keep doing.
Okay, stop. Right as soon as Sir Finfall gets to that point, same thing happens to him. Spears shoot out of the wall and spear him for 9 damage.
Good grief.
This isn't panning out.
You need that
No.
potion back?
No. Don't worry about that. No.
Okay, pause this off.
I've got other things.
So from where you're at, other than the spear wounds in your side, you can see a shelf with some more tools and some other things. To the right, you can see these canoptic jars. These are all sealed and closed, but they're covered in this sort of amber dust looking stuff.
At this point, I turn and look at Jason and say, I'm not walking down there. I don't know about you.
I mean, I don't fancy taking any more
No.
spikes to the chest, but I mean,
No. I
it's
tell you
always-
what, I'm thinking we need that 10-foot long pole. And we're going to start poking at the floor.
right.
Thank you,
I
Gunther.
mean, how many more traps could there be, guys?
Yeah, just how many?
100.
It's not like they're going to be just around every corner or anything, right?
Every tile could be a trap.
Yeah, so we're going to end up in a dungeon that doesn't kill us by monsters.
It's definitely an Indiana Jones style dungeon.
All right, I'm going to take one more step forward.
Okay. So you can see a little bit to your left, to the east. You can see more canoptic jars. They don't have that same sort of dust that the other ones have, the yellowish dust, but they look the same.
All right, so the yellowish dust was, where were those?
On your that side.
Okay, all right.
Are we at a dead end? Like,
Yeah,
okay.
there's no more. There's nothing down here. So we just hit all
What
those
about
traps
that
for
amber
nothing.
dust? What is that?
Well, if you add water to it, it's like sea monkeys.
That's hilarious.
Well, there's a whole bunch of canopic, is it canopic or canoptic?
Canoptic is the way I say it.
Canoptic jars. There's a whole bunch of these organ donor jars down here.
And they're covered in amber dust?
Now, the amber dust is over to my right.
How big are those jars?
Open the jars, you said?
No, they're about
How
as big
big
as
are they?
one. They're a little bit bigger than a 1 liter bottle.
So
How
we
big are
could
they?
actually throw them down a hallway and see if it sets off any traps.
Kind of like throwing a dead body down there?
In ancient Egypt, they would all be full of internal organs. Brains and kidneys and hearts and lungs and things.
But the amber dust was on jars, or was it on the floor?
It's all over that corner of the that section.
All right, so it's not like dust that we've seen everywhere.
No,
Just an
it's
amber
not.
dusting. Okay.
I have no idea what that would be. Another trap? I don't know. Here's what I'm thinking though. Maybe we rest here. What level is find traps? Is that level 1 or level 2?
It's a level 2.
So why don't we rest? I'll find traps. I'm pretty sure I can still cast that. Let me check. Yeah, I can mem it. Let me mem like 3 find traps, and then after a rest, we continue exploring. It's a little safer that way.
I could lose slow poison and memorize it again. Memorize find traps again.
But I'll give up 3 level 2 spell slots and find trap for three find traps. You want to memorize 2? That's fine. There's no healings. There's no healing spells at that level, so might as well, right? We're just getting murdered by these traps.
Yeah, these traps are killing it. Well, and we've had a couple monsters, but we were able to take care of those.
Well, I have find traps, slow poison, chill metal, and spiritual hammer.
Remember that chill metal. I'll pay you to remember that chill metal.
I'm gonna lose charm person and a mammal because there's only lizards and undead in here so far.
Yeah, no, I mean that sounds like a good plan. Because these things are hurting us.
I would like to take a look at that yellow powder and see if that is of plant material.
Okay. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Using my herbalism skill, I'd like to see if it is plant. I wouldn't tell if it was anything else.
Okay. So how you want to do that? You want to get a sample and then look at it, or what?
Yes, that's what I would like to do.
Okay. You kind of reach down there. What are you going to get a sample with? Are you going to scoop it up with your hands? Or are you going to, I don't know, maybe you got a herbalism kit that you pull out and scrape it into a sample vial? And I can't understand that. You're muffled.
I have an herbalism kit.
Okay. All right. So you scrape up some, and as soon as you touch it, all of the dust just goes poof, and this yellow cloud just engulfs you. You need to make a save versus poison.
Oh,
You immediately know what it is now. Yellow mold.
Yep. Gygax and his molds.
I'm gonna back off.
And funguses. Fungies.
That sounds bad. I don't know.
You're lucky you made the save. You were coughing and hacking, and you back away. You know for certainty that if you had failed that, you would have died right there on the spot.
Yeah.
Oh no! Really?
Roll the save or die.
Oh, I know it's plant.
You did see in the middle of the haze, the kind of yellow that was covering everything kind of come off and went into the air. And when you did, in the midst of all those canoptic jars, you could see a book kind of wedged in between them.
I will check out the book if it doesn't have any yellow.
No, there's still stuff all over there. It's covered in yellow mold. It wasn't clear that that's what it was until they poofed and shot out spores. Now, you're welcome to go back in there and try to do it, but it's just going to do the same thing it did.
Let's just come back or something.
Well, hold on. Let me ask a question. So is yellow mold considered a gas that affects creatures through respiration?
No, it's spores that infect your body.
Okay. All right. So they actually not through breathing it in. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Give me a not you, Gunther. Give me a herbalism check while you're at it. You never got to that point. You know what it is, but I want to see how much you know. You know that it's susceptible to fire, and if someone is killed by it, you have to cure disease and resurrect them, because the spores infest their body. Eventually, the person turns into a pile of yellow mold.
Well, if the book is magic per se, the fire would not affect it.
Does anybody even have a torch?
Well, I've got some oil and flint steel.
You want to do oil, because then you're getting it on the book and probably burning the book.
So I will relate that information to the rest of the party.
I do not have any torches.
I think I might have used all mine.
No torches here.
Yep, used all mine.
Yeah, and there is no cloth anywhere in this place. It's any cloth that we here long ago rotted and decayed away.
So this isn't considered a disease.
No.
Or a poison of sort.
The cure disease is strictly to kill the spores so that you can resurrect the body.
Believe it or not, I do have cure disease.
You got resurrect?
That's a high
Everybody's
level,
dead?
though.
You know that I don't.
No, that was... Sorry. That was... You could tell if I was in person. That was sarcastic.
Is that yellow mold all out on the floor, or is it just up in the cabinet?
That whole section, those whole 4 squares are covered in it.
Gotcha.
If we wait like a day, will it dissipate?
No, I mean the cloud that's there kind of dissipated after a little bit, but the mold itself does not just go away.
I don't know if this book is worth all this risk.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
So we don't even know if it's magic or not. I think we should just back off. But I'm just going to hang back. You guys can do what you want.
Yeah. Unless we do something well, no, that wouldn't do any good. I mean, if we tied a rope to an arrow.
Well, if you detect magic and the book lights up, then you'll know.
I do have that memed. I could do that.
That would at least let us know if we're totally wasting our time.
Yeah.
So yellow mold. So this yellow mold stuff attacks the body like through the pores. You don't have to breathe it in.
It doesn't say. It's a cloud. It either infects you through your skin or through your breath or both.
Okay.
It does.
Right.
It doesn't specify whether it's breath or not.
So Peric, put that sword down in front of me.
Okay. I will come.
I'm gonna go stand in front of right by Finfall. So just put the sword down in front of me, and then I'll cast detect magic in the general direction of the book and the sword.
Do that. I'll come down
Sword
here.
glows. Book glows. Or at least you know there's magic over right where the book is.
Okay. I say they're both magic. So we'll have to identify the sword because I don't know what it is, but it is definitely.
And nobody has spellcraft to do anything with it right now either.
Does anybody have fireball?
Now, that would definitely take it out,
Yeah.
along with everything else in this room, including the other side.
So Mike,
So then,
are
what's
are-
wrong with using oil?
are like sacks? Are they made of cloth or leather? Like if you got a small sack.
I would say the sacks are canvas.
All right. Pull out one of the warped arrows. Take out a sack out of the backpack and start making a torch out of it. Pour your
Okay.
oil on that. And we can light it up and kind of toss them in there and burn it off.
All right, you want to use one
I've got
of my
several-
oil flasks?
I've got several arrows. Yeah, I'm just pulling an arrow out, tearing up a sack and tying it on the end of it and passing it on to somebody else. Here's a torch. Have him
Well-
put some oil on it. And
More like a hand flare that lasts a really short period of time. But I
he's
get your
pouring
point.
oil on it. It's gonna.
Yeah,
It's not gonna burn
yeah.
as long as a torch, but it's
No.
gonna burn for a little bit.
Yeah. So you guys do that. You light them up. You just toss them over there, or are you holding them over there?
I think the
Toss.
first couple we toss in to get part of it burned out of the way.
Yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near it.
Yeah. As soon as you throw it over there, you can tell that the mold immediately catches fire because it's really dry, and it starts to burn. But it also, you see it just puffing out stuff just repeatedly, and and it just seems to like flower in the air, and it ignites, and so the whole thing catches fire, and the whole thing burns off in probably 30 seconds. So you need to roll above an 8 for this particular thing. Oh, 8 or above. Sorry.
Hey, good. I was like, oh,
8 or
damn.
above. Sorry. Yeah, no, you're fine. So, I mean, it's a little singed and such. Let me get rid of that. And actually, did that? I don't think that. Let me make sure I give you guys XP for this thing. How much is it? Oh, wow. That's kind of lame. Yeah. So the book itself, it's pretty big, it's pretty heavy. I think let's see, where is it? I don't know, I have it. And who picked it up? That would be Peric. And it's a big tome. It weighs 5 pounds. I put it in your inventory.
Damn.
It's made of leather. Every page is made of, and it's all. And you're looking at it, you can tell whatever the magic preserved it is the only reason it's still around. But it's got markings on it like the stuff that you guys have seen elsewhere on the outside.
Hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
I am not opening this book.
Yeah, I don't have any really
Yeah,
applicable
We will take
skills
that
anyway.
back and let somebody else look it over.
Yeah.
Take it to the druid. He might know.
Yeah.
Is it a religious book?
Don't know. It's got hieroglyphics on it.
Do we want to maybe go back and meet the Fisher dude and
Yeah.
then take the
I was just
book
thinking
in
the
and,
same thing.
and get a rest and then maybe come back with more information?
That sounds good to me.
Could do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you grab the sword as well.
Oh yeah.
Or we could rest here. But
I think
going back,
I think we should go back.
yeah.
Personally.
and get
I
the
think
book
we should
checked
go
out.
back too.
Can tell him what all we found, and he
I
can
mean,
look at
I'll
the book.
carry the book if you want me to, because I'm already weighted down as it is. So
Oh, I'm still good.
Plus, if we bring him something back, it'll kind of show our level of commitment that we actually went there and found stuff.
And then we don't really know what it is. It would help if we knew what it was. Well,
This
what
is
the
true,
stuff
yeah.
is. Yeah.
Tell him about the room with the blue glowing orb.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. So make our way out then.
That's my vote.
For that, yeah.
Yep, sounds good.
that's my vote.
Alrighty, you guys make your way out. There is nobody around to stop you. No traps trigger and stab you on your way out.